Okay, so shall we start? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see, yesterday we had done the methods of stock valuation. There were 6 to 7 methods that we discussed. Okay. But if we are talking about practical questions, so practical questions can be asked, I mean, in the form of two methods only, FIFO and weighted average method. So other than that, all other methods are there only to make you understand that these are the methods to value the stock. Okay, that is in the theoretical part. Whereas in practical aspect, practical questions will be asked only for FIFO method, first in, first out, and weighted average method. Are you following me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Now see, this would be the question. This way the question will be asked, and this is what the format has to be formed. See, FIFO method. Whether it is FIFO method or it is weighted average method, the format is same. How many columns you have to make? First column, date. It is compulsory column that you have to make. Date. Then document reference number. It is not given in the question, so you don't have to make it. Don't make this second column. Okay. Directly we will make receipts column, issues column, balance column. So how many columns in all? 4. Date, receipts, issues, balance. Now, when I talk about receipts, so you have to again divide the column of receipt into 3 parts. That is quantity, rate, and amount. So again, next column will be issue column. So again, issue column has to be divided into 3 parts: quantity, rate, and amount. Last column, balance. Again, it has to be divided into 3 columns: quantity, rate, and amount. Are you following me? Did you understand the format?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है, कभी किया है ऐसा? एफए में किया है क्या फीफो मेथड कभी ऐसा?
No, ma'am.
हम्म मुझे वही लग रहा था, आपके एफए में शायद है ये. चलो कोई बात नहीं. अभी देखो, फीफो मेथड के लिए आपको सेम फॉर्मेट है. ठीक है, डेट, रिसिप्ट, इशू, बैलेंस. फिर रिसिप्ट में क्वांटिटी, रेट एंड अमाउंट, इशू में क्वांटिटी, रेट एंड अमाउंट, एंड बैलेंस में भी आपको 3 कॉलम्स बनाने हैं: क्वांटिटी, रेट एंड अमाउंट. डेट के हिसाब से आपको ट्रांजैक्शंस को फिल करना है. अभी देखो, सम इतना ही है, लेकिन दोनों मेथड्स पूछे हैं, पर हम करेंगे पहले फीफो मेथड. आज हम सिर्फ फीफो मेथड ही करने वाले हैं. ठीक है, देखो, फ्रॉम द फॉलोइंग डेटा प्रिपेयर अ वैल्यूड स्टॉक. मतलब वैल्यू, आपको स्टॉक की वैल्यू निकालनी है. प्रिपेयर अ वैल्यूड स्टॉक कार्ड फॉर मटेरियल EXE. ये मटेरियल का नाम है. For the month of April 2012 and value the closing stock by. अब मुझे क्लोजिंग स्टॉक को वैल्यू करना है बाय वेटेड एवरेज मेथड, जो आज हम नहीं करेंगे, बाय फीफो, फर्स्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट मेथड. ठीक है, तो आप लिखो सबसे पहले ऊपर से स्टेटमेंट ऑफ स्टॉक वैल्यूएशन या फिर स्टॉक कार्ड. एक ही बात है, कार्ड मतलब स्टेटमेंट. ठीक है, लिखो सम नंबर. कौन सा? ये सम नंबर 2. और पीडीएफ का पेज नंबर 25 है, और जो टेक्स्ट बुक है उसका पेज नंबर 223 है. ठीक है, सेकेंड प्रॉब्लम स्टार्ट किया. लिखा ऊपर से स्टेटमेंट ऑफ स्टॉक वैल्यूएशन. कम ऑन, जल्दी लिखा. हैव यू रिटर्न द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ स्टॉक वैल्यूएशन एज एन हेडिंग?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, write down in the bracket FIFO method. Always remember, you have to write before even starting the question. I mean, before even starting your solution, title लिखते ही, whenever you write the title, in the bracket you have to write the method that you are following. So method is first in, first out. Write down FIFO method. bracket. It should be in the bracket. And then you can start with your, lines. First column will be date column, and you can make this date column inside that margin because you want space, no? So first column will be date column. If you want, I can show it to you here. See how many columns will be made? Total 4 columns. So this will be date column. Okay. This will be my receipt column. This will be my issue column. And next will be my balance. Okay. Now when I talk about receipts, again this column will be divided into how many parts?
3 parts.
3 parts. So this column will be divided into 3 parts. So I will try dividing it into 3 parts. This is the first part and this is the second part. Similarly, this is the first part for issue and this is second part for issue. First part for balance and second part for balance. So this is the way you can write. Okay, so this will be quantity, this will be rate, and this will be amount. Right now you can write down short forms. QRA, quantity, rate, and amount. So this will be quantity, again rate, again amount. Okay, quantity, rate, amount. So this is how you need to make. Now, the question is related to which month? Month will be common. See, April 04040404 is common. So here, where you have written no QRA, opposite to that, on the left hand side, below date, you have a column which is empty. So you can write here April 2012. So this is common. Again and again you need not write 0412, 0412. So this is common. You can write it down once. Only one time. So April 2012. This is how we need to make. Is it clear, everybody? Yes or no? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Now see how we need to do. This is always remember, first we always have a opening balance. So opening balance is on 1st April. 1st April opening stock 100 units at the rate 15 per unit. So what you have to do? Go to the balance. First write down the date. First. Only one. Again you don't have to write 1st April 2012. It will be waste of time. Okay, now go to balance column. Balance means stock. See, whenever there is opening stock or closing stock, it has to be written in balance. Where it has to be written? Balance. If it is purchases, any type of purchase is there, then you have to write it in the column of receipt.
Receipt.
Very good. Receipt means something that we have received. And whenever we are purchasing, we are receiving the goods. Is it now clear? And whenever there is sales, sales means issue. Issue means issued to factory. Okay. Or it may be sales to the outside customer. Okay. So receipt means purchase, sales means issue, or it is issued to the factory, or balance. Balance means opening and closing balance. So opening balance is there now. First point is opening balance. So tell me, what is the quantity of opening balance? 100 units. So you have to write 100 units in the column of quantity. What is the rate? Rate means per unit. What is per unit? For rupees 15 per unit.
15.
So you have to write in the column of rate 15. So tell me now, what will be the amount? How will you calculate the amount? Quantity into rate. How will you calculate the amount? Quantity into rate. Q into R.
1,400.
Very good. 1,500. Is it now clear? How do I do it? Is it clear to everybody? See, the formula
Yes, ma'am.
of calculation of amount is quantity into rate. Okay, quantity into rate. Okay. Just a minute. Yeah. Now next line. After first date, we have fourth date. You go on doing it with me only. Do it with me. Now these columns are empty, so you can just put hyphen. वो छोटा सा dash डाल दो दिखाने के लिए, because we don't have anything here, so we will put hyphen here to show it as nil. So receipts nil, issues nil, balance 1500. Okay, next date. Next date is fourth date. On fourth date, we are receiving. How many units are received? Received 90 units at the rate 16 per unit. So tell me, this is fourth date. And where do I go now? Receipt, issue, or balance? Where should I go?
Ma'am,
Receipt.
receipt.
Receipt. So how many units are received?
Na-
90.
90.
And what is the rate column? 16. 1 unit, 16 rupees. So how much it would be for 90? Therefore 90 into 16. That means cross multiply.
1440.
Yes, 1440. So now tell me about issue. We have fourth date. We have fourth date and only one thing is there, received. There is no, there is nothing related to issue. So what we will do? Nil. Again nil. Again nil. Quantity, rate and amount of issue will be nil. Now let me talk about balance. Always remember, this is FIFO method. So what we have to do is always remember, FIFO means bring down the first item first. Bring down the first item that you have in your balance. Which amount was first balance? 100. So bring down this 100 because this is not sold. It is already there with you. On fourth date, it is there with you. So on fourth date, first thing you will do is to bring down this same 100 ka quantity in the balance column. Now, in this 100, 90 is received. So 90 will be brought down to balance. Are you getting my point? In the beginning of the day, I purchased 90 units of the stock. 90 units I purchased. But at the end of the day, I was having it in my hand. At the end of the day, fourth date, I was having it in my hand because he says only receipt is there in the fourth date. We have only received 90 units. We have not issued any point of units. Is it now clear? So 90 we have it in our hand. So total how much we have? 190. But we don't have to show 190. We have to show separately. What was the first stock? 100. And what is the second stock? 90. So 100 into 15, 1500. 90 into 16. The rate of 90 stock is 16 rupees. Therefore, we will write 16. It is just copy paste. 90, 16, 1440. So bring it to the balance. 90, 16, 1440. But before bringing 90, 16 and 1440, you have to bring the first stock down to the balance of fourth date. Is it now clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes, ma'am.
note down one point. Whenever date completes, whenever the transaction of one date completes, you have to draw the line. See, this is the line that you have to draw right from beginning till the end. Now fourth date is completed. Now after 1440, you have to draw the line till end. You have to draw the line just as you see in the screen. Is it now clear? How do we do?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, next date is, go on doing it with me, huh? Next date, 7th date. Directly 7th. That means on 5th and 6th, nothing was there. So we will also not write anything related to 5th and 6th. We will directly write 7th date. So tell me on 7th date, how many units are issued?
80.
80. So we will write here 7, and in the column of receipt, quantity nil, rate nil, and amount nil. Why? Because 7th date, on the 7th date, we have only one transaction and it is related to issue part. So receipt is nil. Now issue means given, giving. You are giving away. It is going out of your hand. Okay. Receipt means it is coming in your hand. Issue means it is going out of your go down. Okay. Issue. Now issue. How many units are issued? Tell me. Total number of units are issued are 80. So now this is FIFO method. You have to check FIFO. FIFO means first in, first out. Which was the stock that was that came in first? Which was the stock that came in first? 100 or 90? Now you have two different stocks, 100 and 90. Both have different rates. One is 15 and another has 16 ka rate. Okay, so tell me, out of these two stocks, which was the first stock that came in? 100.
100.
Yes. So FIFO method means first in, means 100 wala stock came first. Okay, came first in. It was in. And now first it has to be out. So out of 100, 80 has to be issued. Out of 100, first 80 has to be taken out. First in, first out. Out means issue. In means receipt. So you had first stock 100 that was in your go down. First in and first has to be taken out. So out of 100, 80 units are issued. So the value of 100 was, the value of 100 was 15.
15.
Therefore, what will be the amount? 80 into 15 is how much? 80 into 15 is how much?
1200.
Sorry, 1000.
200.
Okay, 200. Okay. So now come to the balance. Balance means, please remember, whenever we are writing balance, we need to write the first stock as first one. And whenever there is receipt, balance will be added because the stock has been added to the old stock. And whenever there is issue means you are giving away. You have taken out some of the stock and you have given it to factory, suppose, or another department, suppose. So it has gone out of your hand. Now the stock will be deducted. It has gone out. When it will come in, we will add. When it will go out, we will deduct. So receipt means you have to show it and add it. 100 ke niche 90 will be shown. But now 80 is issued. 80 is issued from the stock of 100 or from the stock of 90. You tell me.
Ma'am, from the 100
From
stock.
100 stock, from the stock of 100 units. Okay. Therefore, first we have to write the first stock only. FIFO method. Remember. So 100 means first slot. Out of 100, 80 is gone. So how much is left? 20.
20.
So what is the rate? 15. So tell me, 20 into 15 is how much?
3,200.
3000. फिर से repeat once again. 3000. I mean it would be 300 only. I
Yes,
think
ma'am.
it would be
Sorry,
300.
ma'am. 300.
Yeah, it would be 300. Now you can verify this answer 300 whether it is right or wrong. The second method to verify. See, the earlier amount was 1500. Total in hand I had the stock was 1500. Out of 1500, 1200 is gone. Out of 1500, 1200 is gone. So how much should be left over?
300.
Yes, so this is the method to verify your answer. No need to ask anybody whether my answer is right or wrong. This is the way you need to verify. Write it down, copy it down, and then I will explain you the next point. See, now this is 20, 15, 300. But this is related to stock of 100. Now we have stock of 90 also. We had stock of 90 also. And we have not done anything with that. We have not sold anything out of the stock of 90. So it will be there with us. It will be there with us. So we here after 20 we will write 90. After 15 we will write 16. And after 300 we will write 1440. Is it clear, everybody? Because it is there with us. We have not sold, we have not issued. So it has to be written as it is, 90, 16, 1440. Is it now clear? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now draw a line because 7th date is over. So draw the line right from the beginning till the end, 1440. Okay. Now next date. Next date is 11th date. Now he says received 200 units at the rate 17. Where should I show 200 units
In the
into
6th
17?
side.
Yeah, which date? 11.
11. 11.
So 200 units receipt. Okay, 17 rupees per unit. If it is 17 rupees per unit, how much would it cost for 200 units? So 200 into 17.
3,400.
Yes, 3,400. What about issue? Do we have any issue on 11th date? Look at 11th date. Look all
No,
the
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
yes, look at all the transactions. No date is related to, I mean, no issue is related to 11th date. Therefore, on 11th date, there is no such issue. Therefore, nil, quantity nil, rate nil, and amount is also nil. So how we will write the balance now? Can anyone tell me? Look at the 7th date.
20.
Yes, very good. The previous date. Look at the previous date. Before 11 we have 7th date. So on 7th, how much was the stock which was there with us? There were two stocks, 20 and 90. So are they with us on 11th date? Yes. Yes, definitely we have 20 and 90 ka stock available with us. So we will write as it is. As it is. 20, 15 and it would be 300. Okay. Next line. Sorry. Next line. Tell me. We have 1400, 440. And here we have 16. And here we have, after 20, we have 90. Because we have not sold. Therefore, we will show as it is. 20 and 90 same. Copy paste. 20, 15, 300, 90, 16, 1440. Now whenever there is receipt, we have to add one more stock. After 90, do we have any other stock after 90? Yes, 200.
Yes, ma'am. 200.
200. That we have purchased today only, 11th date only. So we have to write same as it is, 200, 17, and the last column will be, tell me, 3,400.
400.
Wait, I will remove this extra space. Now draw a line because 11th date is over. So draw a line and come to the next line. Fresh line. After 11th date, we have 14th date. And on 14th date, we have issued 150 units. Clear, you have to be very clear. Huh? Receipt, nil. Quantity, rate, amount, nil. How many units are to be issued? Tell me. How many units are to be?
150 units.
Yes.
50.
But our method is FIFO method. So FIFO method says first in, first out. What was earlier date? You have to always look at earlier date. Earlier date has three stocks, 20, 90 and 200. So tell me, out of 150, first in, first out means which is the first stock? Which is the
Ma'am,
first stock?
20.
So out of 150, 20 is issued. Out of 150, 20 is issued. What is the rate of 20? 15 rupees. So 20 into 15 is how much? Out of 150, 20 stock, 20 units are issued. Okay, because the method is FIFO. FIFO means first in, first out. So here first is 20. So it has to be taken out first. 20 has to be taken out. 20 has to be issued first. So 20, 15, 300. Now what you have to do? Out of 150, 20 is gone. So how much is left? 130.
130.
Yes. But now 20 is gone. Huh? This is gone. This is over. This is over. Now we will not write anything in the balance related to 20 units because it is gone. Now come to 90. FIFO, first in, first out. This is gone. Now this is first. For 130 units, this is first. Tell me, out of 130, how much can we issue at a time? Out of
90.
because we have 90 only, no? The next stock is 90 only. Out of 130, we can issue 90 only. Okay, so the rate of 90 is 16. And what is the amount? 90 into 16 is how much?
100, 440.
Very good, very good. Now, so 20 plus 90, how much is it? 110. 20 plus 90, how much is it?
110.
Very good. Now tell me, out of 150, 110 is issued. Out of 150, 110 units are issued. How much yet to be issued more?
40.
40. Very good. So 40 will be issued from last stock which is left in my hand. FIFO, first in, first out. So first out was 20, next out was 90, and now whatever has to be taken out will be taken out from 200 ka stock. So 40 is left, no? So 40 we will take help from 200. We will take help from 200 ka stock. 40 will be issued from 200. All 200 will not be issued. Whatever balance has to be there, it has to be issued. Okay, what is the rate of 200?
17.
40, yes. So 40 will be issued at the rate of 17 because 40 is taken from 200 only. So the rate of 200 will be taken as 17. So 40 into 17, how much?
680.
Sorry, 680. 680, okay. So here I will write 680. Is it now clear, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Now
Yes,
see,
ma'am.
balance. Now come to the point of balance. Always remember, balance means earlier date. Now, 20. 20 was there on 11th date. But on 14th date, 20 was gone. So we don't have to write anything related to 20 because it is gone. 20 in, 20 out. So it is gone. Leave it. 90. Next. 90. 90 was there, but we issued on 14th date. So it is gone. So whenever it is, see 90 minus 90 is what? 0.
0.
90 came in and 90 went out. So 90 minus 90. So 0. We will not write nothing here in the balance column related to 90. So 20 gone, 90 gone. How much is left? 200. But out of 200, how much is issued?
40. 60
So
is
how much
left.
is
160 is left.
160.
160.
Very good.
160.
So you can write in the alignment of 40 only. Okay? 200 minus 40, it would be 160. What is the rate of 160? 17. Because it is a part of 200. Because it is a part of 200 only. So you have to take the rate of 17 rupees only. So 160 into 17 is how much?
2,720.
2,720. Okay, now you can verify this amount. See, 200 into 17 was how much? Total was how much? Total.
3,400.
Out of 3,400, 680 was gone. Out of 3,400, 680 was gone. So how much is left?
2,720.
So this is what is my answer. After multiplication, 160 into 17, we have 2,720. After a deduction of 3,400 from 680, we have 2,720. So it matches. When it matches, we are going right. It is understood we are going right. Now, as the date is completed, we have to draw the line and come to the next date. After 14th, we have 21st date. Received 20 units at the rate 25 per unit. So, which is the date? Sorry, I forgot. 21st. So, this is 21st. 20 units are issued at the rate 25 per unit. At the rate 25 per unit. So, what would be the amount column? Tell me the amount.
500.
Sorry,
500.
500.
Yes, ma'am.
500. Okay. What will be there in the issue column? What will be there in the issue column?
Nil.
Yes, nil. Now we have to write the balance. Can you tell me, while writing the balance, you have to look at the earlier date. Earlier date had a stock of how much?
150.
So we have to write 160 first. First in, first out. So we have to write 160 first. Okay, before writing 20, 25, 500, we will write 16, 17, 160, 17 and 2,720. Now below this column, we will add one more quantity that has been purchased today. Today means 21st date. So how much is purchased? 20 at the rate 25. Okay, and the amount is 500. Draw the line because the date is over. Come to the next date. After 21st, we have 25th date. 100 units are issued on 25th date. So we will write here 25th. Receipt column will be nil. I hope you are doing it with me. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So now 100 units are issued. Can you tell me 100 units will be issued from which type of stock? 160 or 20?
160.
So out of 160, can you take out 100 units? Yes. Is it possible? Out
Yes,
of
ma'am.
160, at a time we can take out 100. Very good. So 160 is more, 100 is less. So out of 160, 100 can be taken out very easily. So 100 into 17. Why 17? Because the rate of 160 is 17. And we have taken 160. Sorry, we have taken 100 ka stock from 160. So the rate of 160 will be copied down. Okay. So 100 into 17 is how much? Can you tell me the amount?
1,700.
So what will be the balance? Can you tell me the balance? See, the first was 160. Very good. The first was 160. Out of 160, 100 is gone. So what is left over? 60 into 17. The rate will be same. So what will be the amount?
1,020.
20. Okay. You can verify. 2,720 minus 1,700. So is it 1020 after deducting these two amounts? Then we are right. Is it the same one? Yes. And next stock will be written same. Next stock is same. 20, 25, 500. It will be written same as it is.